Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the COASTER-net Top 3. We've got 3 stories up for you here tonight for things that you might have missed this past week. The first story we're going to talk about is kind of a scary one, and that is the accident that occurred at the Kalahari in Sandusky, where an entire air duct vent fell to the ground. Luckily, only a few people were injured. According to the news stories, some of them had to be taken to the hospital, but they all seem to have minor injuries at this point. So that's a great part of this story, that nobody was seriously injured or killed. Waterparker, you frequent, water parks a lot. If this was a Saturday and this happened, this would not be the same story that we're telling right now.
No, and Andy, just put it in context here. I was actually there just a few weeks ago for Cedar Point Winter Chill Out. I did the whole entire water park spree. And, what's kind of interesting, though, is the fact they actually were saying that they're going to close down the Lazy River for maintenance, to renovate and everything the week after. So, for me, I'm glad that no one got injured, but it's somewhat of a reminder that, the water park industry, there's accidents that happen. When you go to a theme park or water park, there could be things that occur. Air ducts are mainly used to filtrate the air out of the building, because what will happen is you'll get a chlorine buildup or, any kind of gases, which for the most part, if you go to an indoor water park, you can feel the chlorine in the air. It helps to circulate things, give you some, cool air, some warm air at times. But, for me, my main thing is the fact that Kalahari did reopen last Tuesday, I believe. And, they did everything that they needed to do because, to be honest, Andy, Kalahari is one of the best in indoor water park management. They have some of the best water slides. They have the world's, I believe, America's largest indoor water park in Sandusky, which is actually Kalahari Sandusky. But, I'm glad to see that people got to go back to the water park. I'm glad to see that they're still carrying on. They're going to progress away from this. Hopefully we don't get this anymore, because I don't want to see Kalahari get a bad snap of injuries and accidents. So, hey, let's continue looking forward, Andy.
Well, hopefully, somebody comes in and inspects the rest of the park as well. I would assume something happened to the fixtures holding it to the ceiling. You wonder with the humidity and with the metal if something weakened over time. It was just a freak accident with the cold weather outside and the warm weather inside. Like, you never know what happens, but you definitely want to see them make sure that doesn't happen. And we know that Kalahari is doing pretty well financially, that, every weekend over the summer, at least, they're constantly packed. And those rooms aren't cheap, that's for sure. So they are not cheap at all. So hopefully, like you said, that they continue on accident-free from this point forward. So let's move on to something a little more happy here. And Waterparker, things aren't happier than the Boysenberry Festival at Knott's Berry Farm.
Andy, you're making me hungry already, buddy.
Oh, man. And the lineup this year for the Boysenberry Festival is out of this world. Just a few things off the menu. Now, they have a tasting card that the Boysenberry Festival is running March 16th. Just opened up, running all the way into the beginning of April. So you have a few weeks here to get there. So the tasting card, which is $30, you get slow cooked boysenberry short ribs, boysenberry pierogies, yes, the Polish favorite, boysenberry cheese quesadillas, boysenberry elote. That's the one that's got me. Really, it's corn on the cob, boysenberry mayo, and boysenberry butter. That sounds out of this world. I love elote, and that sounds like it's really fantastic.
I don't know what to say, Andy. I'm freaking hungry now, man.
I know.
I am so jealous of our West Coast guys. All of you people who talk about you guys are getting gypped by the Throwing 32, you guys got the Boysenberry Festival. You guys got nothing on us.
Yeah, seriously. You can keep all your food and wine festivals. You can keep it all. Give me the Boysenberry Festival. This is what I want. Boysenberry sausage on a bun with boysenberry ketchup. Boysenberry ketchup. Oh, my God.
Andy, if I could just say this for the fans at home, I'm a foodie. I'm a big foodie. And when I saw the slow-cooked boysenberry short ribs, I about died. As Andy and I were talking about before show, I'm a huge jams, jellies kind of guy. And when I hear boysenberry short ribs, the little kid inside me gets really happy because, buddy, I want to be at Knott's. I'm so sad that it's not local.
Oh, I'm just looking at this. They have other stuff here. The boysenberry fun bun, which is a deep fried cinnamon roll with boysenberry icing, funnel cake and magic. Holy hell, that looks
stop right there, Andy. No, you're making me hungry.
This is outstanding. This is something I may need to go to next year because oh man, this is just outstanding. They have drinks. They have wine. They have everything at the Boysenberry Festival. Plus, you get the normal boysenberry stuff as well. So they have a lot of boysenberry. Oh man, I'm just looking down the list. This is outstanding.
Andy, quit it.
I know. I need to stop. I need to move on because I'm getting hungry. So absolutely, if you're in Knott's, go to the Boysenberry Festival. This thing looks amazing.
For me, please.
Oh my, yeah, seriously. Whew. Okay, the last story we got here tonight is the opening of Steel Vengeance. Yes, we got word on how they're going to be opening this write-up. There's been a lot of speculation. Tony Clark at the Ride Warrior Club holiday party said that they were going to be trying some new stuff here this year, and we finally got the details of what that is. They will be hosting the annual LeBron James fundraiser auction. Not really an auction, but an event for Friday, April 27th. That is my birthday. I will not be attending this year because it's also the opening night of my play. So I'm not very happy about being shut out of the Steel Vengeance events this year. So hopefully we'll have someone covering it for COASTER.net. But yes, the writer auction is Friday the 27th. $75 to walk through the gate. $250 if you want to be on one of the first trains. So, and I know that's going to be a race because I have done the first rider auctions in the past. I've done it for Shoot the Rapids and for Rougarou. And then when they got to Valraven, they switched over to this event type atmosphere. So those auctions, when they actually held an auction, some of those seats went for thousands of dollars. Even on Shoot the Rapids, the first row seats went for well over $1,000. So them setting at $250, it's going to be a first come first serve. It sounds like, and you're going to have to get in there pretty quickly if you want those seats for $250 because there will be no shortage of people willing to pay that to ride Steel Vengeance first. So we have that, but we also have this new concept of they're doing 3 nights of pass holder events for a couple of hours on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday following this opening weekend of Steel Vengeance. And at this, you get to go there. You get to ride Steel Vengeance once. It is a free event to do this. You get to ride Steel Vengeance once. You get to ride Maverick as many times as you want. There's going to be a line. You get to ride Mine Ride, not Mystic Mine Ride, though, so it doesn't sound that way. But they're also going to have a lot of food, free food, and events available. Sounds a lot like, to me, when they opened up Pipe Scream, they did a whole family preview night, gave away free food, got to ride a few rides. This sounds a lot like that. So, Waterparker, what are some of your thoughts here on the opening festivities here?
Let's start off first with the first rider auction. Andy, I'm actually kind of glad that they're going for a couple $1,000 because it's going to a good cause.
Yeah, well, they won't be this time, so it's $250. So it's only $250 to get on the first train.
But that's still going to a good cause.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It helps kids out, and it's like what I did last year. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. These Cedar Point Shores event that I did. You get to see some of the kids that it influences, some of the kids that it helps, and it really does make a change in the community. So I'm very happy they're doing it yet again in 2018. I'm very excited to see how people react with Steel Vengeance. But let's talk about this 3 days of freebies and everything, Andy. So you have to go and buy a ticket.
Well, it's a free. You have to reserve a ticket.
You have to reserve a ticket.
Yes.
So You know, those tickets probably going to sell out very quickly. So if you guys are going to do it, might as well do it right now. When tickets go on sale, I believe it's Tuesday the 10th of April. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, for me, it's a great way to go and experience something with your friends, you know, especially if you're going up, you know, maybe you have a new friend who just got a platinum pass. They say, hey, I want to go on up Cedar Point. I want to go check out this new attraction. You can bring them on up, check it out. I think it's a great way to go and send the message out that Cedar Point is back with a new record-breaking coaster so that everyone within the chain could go and check it out. You know, I've got buddies of mine at Kings Island. They're going to be trekking up north just for this event.
Yeah. I'm excited to also see some of the new food options. Once again, talking about food like we do here. Like this seems to be the food episode. The food options out at Frontier Trail seem to be changing a lot. I'm sure we're going to get a pretty good sense of what they're going to be having, what they're going to offer them. This also gives the park an opportunity to train new employees, get Steel Vengeance broken in before opening weekend. So it's a win-win for everyone. I remember back to Pipe Scream, and everyone loved that event. Everyone loved the Pipe Scream event. People had fun. They opened up the new roller coaster of Pipe Scream. People got to ride it. And now Steel Vengeance comes along. They're doing something very similar, and I think it's pretty cool, especially with having it 3 nights to spread out those people over those 3 nights. And, the only downside is you only get to ride Steel Vengeance once. You get an assigned time. But, you'll have plenty of – if you're a pass holder – you'll have plenty of time to write it, like at things like Coaster Mania, maybe. So we'll see. Coaster Mania tickets still on sale, by the way. I looked today, so they have not sold out yet. So any final thoughts here, Waterparker, before we move on for the week?
You know what, Andy? I just got to say, it's foodie episode. I'm happy. We got to talk about food all day. I'm very happy. But if you guys have any comments or discussion, feel free to go comment down below. Hit that like button, say subscribe, and hit the bell so that way you get all of our notifications here on COASTER.net. And as well, talk about your favorite food from the Boysenberry Festival. Because, buddy, that cinnamon roll boysenberry thing?
Oh, my God.
Oh, man, I got to make that, man.
Someone's got to send me one. Can someone – I know Knott sends stuff in the mail. Maybe they can send me one in the mail.
Can you send me food, please?
Yeah, thanks. So as always, thank you for joining us here on the COASTER.net Top 3. I'm, of course, Andy and Waterparker from Chicago, Illinois.
And I'm the Waterparker from Cincinnati, Ohio. And as always, stay tropical, ladies and gentlemen.
Right on, right, Warriors.